Welcome to Brain Vision.
Right. This question asks us between these elements, which one has a more negative electron affinity? Between magnesium and sulfur. So for electron affinity, if you move from the left to the right of the periodic table, the affinity, electron affinity will increase. In another word, the electron affinity will be more negative. And so sulfur is at this position, and here is magnesium. So for sure, sulfur will have a more negative electron affinity compared with magnesium. Between potassium and cesium, so for the first row, for the first column, if you move down, the electron affinity actually decrease, which means that the lower the element, it will have more positive electron affinity. And so in this case, potassium will have a more negative electron affinity. Between silicon and phosphorus. So silicon and phosphorus is the exception with this trend because it has a half-filled orbital, and addition of any electron to its half-filled orbital will increase the repulsion of the two electrons, and as a consequence, it has weaker electron affinity as compared with silicon. And so between the two, silicon should have the more negative electron affinity. And the last one would be gallium and bromine. So this is bromine, and this is gallium. Well, wait a minute, let me find. Okay, here. So yep, follow the same trend. If you move to the right of the periodic table, the elements on the right will have a stronger electron affinity compared with the one on the left. So bromine should have a more negative electron affinity compared with gallium.